Hi, third grade. Today we're going to start the bonus unit for Fundations. So let's get started with our drill sounds warm up. A apple A safe A acorn A wash A squash A Alaska E ed E Pete E me I itch I pine I high I animal or I champion O octopus O home Oh no You up You mule You rule You pupil You flew Why cry Why baby Excellent work. Okay, next we're going to look at some nonsense words and practice reviewing important concepts that we have learned so far in the first half of third grade. The first word I'm going to build is this. Don't say it, just look at it and think. How would you pronounce this if it were a real word? Okay, that's it. Are you ready? Let's read it together. Go. Prash. Right. So if I look at prash, let's talk about real quickly. Do you see a blend? Yes, and we know we mark blends. We should be experts at this by now. You can still hear each of their sounds, so they get separate underlines. This is a what though? Digraph, right? And what kind of syllable is this? It is closed, and that vowel is short because it is closed in by that digraph after it. Great word. Okay, look at the next word that is nonsense that I've built for you. Can you tell what pattern it is? Right, it's a vowel, consonant E. So when we have a vowel, consonant E word or syllable, we know this vowel is long and we know this E is silent. So what's our word? Leeb. Very good. All right, let's try this word. Nonsense. What is it? Quo, right. And I know we have the buddy letter here, Q and U. And when we mark this syllable type, it is what? It is open because this vowel has nothing closing it in. Okay, so it is long. Very good. Quo. Okay, and the last one that we're going to try with reviewing this nonsense word is what? Gry, right? We have a blend at the beginning. We scoop it. We know this Y is saying I because it's at the end of a one-syllable word, right? So we're actually going to mark that it sounds like the I. We don't put a macron over Y because it either sounds like an I or an E. So at the end of a one-syllable word, it sounds like I, and it is open. Very good. Okay, now we're going to practice with just a few more nonsense words that I have written on the board. Let's see if you could say them, and then we'll mark it. Let's start here at the top. Do you know how to pronounce this word? Think about it first. Now let's say it. Go. Voss. Very good. So if we mark it, I always scoop first. What kind of syllable is this? Closed. Right. And because it's closed, what do we know about our vowel? Right, it is short. Try this word over here. Think about how you would pronounce it. I spy this digraph, right? And I also spy this welded sound, really. And the word is shing, right? What kind of consonant is this? Or syllable? It is closed, right. Now, when you have a vowel that's in a welded sound like this, we don't mark it. Okay, how about this one? Think about it. Say it. Chai, right. What kind of syllable? Do my digraph. This is open, right? Because this is the vowel in this syllable. And what does our vowel Y sound like here? A long I. Very good. Move over here. Think about how you would say this word. Grued. Say it. Grued. We have a blend. And then I see the pattern is vowel, consonant, E. So long vowel, silent E. Great work. How about this word? Think. Say it. Stuffed. Very good. We have two blends in this word, two consonant blends. And I know it's a closed syllable because my vowel's closed in, and it is short. Stuffed. All right, try this one. Think. Say it. Slee. Right. I have my blend, and this vowel isn't closed in, so I know that it's open, saying the long sound. Slee. Try this one. Think. Say it. Shripe. Very good. This one we have a digraph blend. Okay. And we should notice that it's a vowel consonant E pattern again with a long vowel, silent E for shripe. Very good. How about the next one over here? Think. Say it. Chell. Right. Digraph. It is closed with that short vowel. Chell. Good job. All right, last row. Think. What do you think it is? Say it. Shry. Right. You say the long sound because it's open. This vowel is not closed in, so I'm going to put the macron to show it's long. The last word, what do we have? Say it. Phloem. Right. That is a vowel consonant E pattern. So long vowel there, silent E there. Phloem. Great work. Okay, now I'm going to ask that you take out your letter tile board and get ready for some echo find letters and echo find words. If you're at home and you don't have these materials, just stay tuned and you can help me think about it using what's on the screen in front of you. All right, the first sound that I'm going to have you look for is W. Say it. W. All right, what do you think? W, wind, W. And one more. WH, whistle, W. Great work. All right, let's do a harder one. Ready? Say it. What do you know? You, up, good. And then don't forget about what we just learned about in Unit 6. A, animal, or I, and I always mix that up. It's A, Alaska, It's I, animal, or I. This one's in the middle of a word. This one's at the beginning or at the very, very end. So let's go over those again for You, up, say it. A, Alaska, I, animal, or I. There we go. Okay, and the last sound I want you to find is E. Say it. E. What do you think? E by itself, like E, me, E. What else? E consonant. I got the wrong one. Consonant is yellow. We know that. E consonant E. If you're finding these on your letter tile boards, don't forget that you don't have more than one E. Although sometimes friends like to use the schwa card and turn it upside down temporarily. Okay, but you can always use this blank pink card for your vowel. What else says E? Right. Y baby E. And do you remember the tricky one we learned in Unit 6? I champion E. Very good. So these 4 cards say the E sound. Now we're going to do echo words. So I'm going to say a nonsense word, and you're going to try to build what it would look like. All right, can't use your tools for these ones. You have to think. The thing with nonsense rules is they're not in the dictionary, are they? You have to think about the rules for these. So let's try the first one. Chawl. Say it. Chawl. All right, what do you think? All. Ch. Do we have a card that's quick actually? Oh, yeah. Some friends are still in the habit of doing, see, look how much longer this takes. HALL. But you don't need to do that, right? That is not the most efficient way to build the nonsense word chawl. You have digraph, you have the glued sound. So all. And if you were using blank tiles, you could just simply do, right, this ivory one, ch, and your green one for the glued sound, all. Very good. Okay, the next nonsense word I want you to try to build is frink. Say it. Frink. Did you hear the blend? Fur. Right, FR. Now what? Ink. Right, this glued sound. INK. Very good. And if you used your blank tiles, although you shouldn't need them for this because you have them all, it would look like that. Very good. Okay, the next nonsense word, strub. Say it. Strub. Ub. Go ahead and try it. Strub. STR. There's a 3 consonant blend, right? What vowel? Strub. Very good. That's a closed syllable, isn't it? Nice work. Try this one. Fliss. Say it. Fliss. Go ahead. Full. S. Very good. I would say because this is a short vowel and it's followed by an S, just like the word miss or kiss, I would do the bonus letter there for fliss. I really would. Good job. And let's just do one more. Pleth. Say it. Pleth. Go ahead and try building that. F. Uh-huh. F. Now here's another example of this F following a short vowel. When you have, what are F, L, or S? Usually when it follows a short vowel at the end of a word, you double that. So I am going to put the bonus letter there for pleth. All right, good practice. Okay, the last thing we are going to do today is watch this video to be introduced to our new concept. Here we go.
Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Ann here again, and we're up to the bonus unit of level 3. So it's very exciting to be starting this new unit. And the bonus unit is a good time to review some things that you've learned so far this year, which is a lot. You've learned a lot about words so far, but it's also a time to learn a few new things as well. So today we're going to go over a couple things that you're familiar with, and then we're going to bring in something new. Okay, so I want you to get started by, you might need your dry erase board. And so if you could get that and have that handy, then that will be ready when you need it. So you need a dry erase board and a marker, so you could stop the computer, pause it, and you could go get that and be ready with that. Okay, let's get started. I have a word up here that is 2 syllables right here. Can you read that with me? Ready? Connect, 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 right? 2 closed syllables there for the word connect. Does anybody know what the word connect means? I bet you do. Yeah, connect means to join something together. So you can connect wires, you can connect people, you can connect your computer to your TV. So I could say, I will connect the computer to my TV. Or I will, when we move into a new house, they're going to have to connect the electricity to make it work. So they're going to have to join the wires or whatever they need to do to get that working again. So connect means to join together, right? All right. And we know a lot of suffixes now. You see a lot of some of the suffixes here that you've practiced with so far this year. And there's a couple that we could add to this word. Not all of these would fit with that word, but the suffix s would definitely be one. So let's read the base word and then the whole word. Connect, connects, right? So the suffix, remember, goes on the end of the word. Let's see, we could try this one. Let's read it. Base word first. Connect, connected. Good. When you're connected to something, it already happened. You've done it. You've connected it. And let's try this one. That should work, right? Connect, connecting. When you're doing it right now, you're connecting something right now. All right, so remember, these are suffixes. They go at the end of words, right? So we add those on to the end of words. So today, though, we're going to be talking about something that comes in the beginning of a word, and that is called a prefix. So you probably heard that word before, prefix. Prefix is something that could go at the beginning of a word, and it really changes the meaning, okay? So for instance, if I add this to the beginning, this is my prefix, dis, D-I-S, dis. Then I say disconnect. Well, disconnect, when you disconnect something, you don't connect it. You take it apart, right? So it's the opposite of connect. So that really changed the meaning of connect, didn't it? Now, if we say disconnect, that means we take that away, that connection that we had, all right? So some of these prefixes we're going to be practicing in this bonus unit. And you might see that I have them written like this on cards. And this little line that comes after it means that this goes in the beginning and it usually has something added to it. So this is the prefix, but it's always going to have a word or something that's going to go on there, because dis could be used in many other words as well. Okay, so this line just indicates that this is the prefix that we're going to be learning about, and we'll be learning about a lot of different prefixes. All right, so let's go through and read some of these. This is one we just did, dis, correct? Let's try this one. N, good. You try it first and then I'll tell you. How about this one? X, right? Could be in the beginning of words that we know, X. How about this one? Miss, good. Here's another one. Non, great job. And this one a little bit longer. Trans, good job, trans. Okay, you might reckon, oh, here's one more. Un, un, good job. And we're back to dis. Okay, you might recognize that all of these that I've shown you so far are closed syllables. So there are syllables that are closed, they make that short vowel sound, right? So that's the ones I'm showing you first. There will be other ones that you're learning this bonus unit that are not all closed syllables too. Now, let's just practice spelling, because I bet because they're closed syllables, you're pretty good at spelling some of these. I'm going to mix some up here, and I'm just going to pick one. All right, let me pick this one here. X. X. Can you repeat that? X. How would you spell X? That's kind of tricky, right? X. EX. That's correct. Good. And here it is. X. Good. How about non? Say it. Non. Let's tap it. N, n. How would you spell non? Good. NON. Let's try another one. Un. Repeat. Un. Good job. UN. That's a little easier one, isn't it? Let's try trans. A little bit longer. Trans. Tap it to yourself if you need to. Good. TRANS. So this could be a prefix in the beginning. So some of the prefixes, you know how to tap out and you know the sound for those. So it should be a little bit easier to be able to spell that first sound there, that first syllable. So we're going to start today with one prefix, and then we'll be adding more as we go through this unit. But for today, we're going to add the prefix. We're going to talk about the prefix dis, the one we did up here with disconnect. And you know how to spell dis, D-I-S, that's right. And what do you think dis means? We said with disconnect, it's the opposite of connect, right? So it means the opposite of that, not connected or the opposite of that, all right? So disconnect could mean the not connected, the opposite of connected, correct? All right, so let's try a couple other words that I'm going to show you and see if you can think about the meaning of these. Let's look at this first one right here. This word says disagree. So we had agree, and I added the prefix disagree, dis. So what does that mean if you disagree with someone? The opposite of agree, that's right. You do not agree with them. So they are saying one thing, you think something else, so you disagree with them. You do not agree. So it means the opposite of agree. Let's try this next one. This says disappear. Disappear, right? So it would be the opposite of appear. We could say the car will disappear around the corner. We saw it, then it was gone. It does not appear. It's the opposite of seeing it. It's the opposite of appearing. It disappeared. It went away. All right? Let's try another one. Disorganize is this last one. Disorganize. Organize, you know, means keep things very much in order. Things are put away where they should be. Or your papers might be all organized, but if you disorganize them, they're messed up. It's the opposite of organized, right? The opposite of that. Okay, so that shows how we use a lot of our prefixes. It changes the meaning, and we'll be doing a lot more of these in the next few units. One thing you could do is take your dry erase board, and I'll show you these for a minute. You could stop your computer and write these down, and maybe you can come up with some sentences to write on your dry erase board that go with these words. So you could use some of these words in a sentence. Disagree, disappear, or disorganize. So try writing some of those in a sentence or thinking of sentences that you can share with someone at your home that you could use these words, disorganize, disappear, or disagree. Or maybe you can think of one with dis that you might share with someone at home too. Okay, great to see you, and we'll be working more with prefixes in the coming days. Thanks.
All right, third grade, that's all I have for you today. See you next time.